I informed the committee that I was approached in May of 2016, prior to the time that the FBI says they opened their formal investigation into Donald Trump and Russian collusion, by a man who was indisputably an FBI informant working for James Comey, a man who was only in the country on an informant's visa. And he attempted to compromise me and entrap Donald Trump. I turned him down flatly, but I informed the committee of that. And thirdly, I asked the committee to correct an error on their mistake, in which they said, in my iconic tweet, "The Podesta's time in the barrel will come," they omitted the word "the," trying to make it sound like I was talking about John Podesta, not two Podesta brothers. So I have just proven in a few short seconds that Eric Swalwell lies like a rug, and that I was the one telling the truth. I'm Roger Stone, and you're on the Alex Jones Show. The last two segments were so intense that we didn't get a chance to tell you that you are the lifeblood that keeps us alive. You see, we here at InfoWars can't depend on any George Soros-style conservatives to write enormous checks to subsidize the important work we do here at InfoWars. We depend completely and totally on you, our listeners and our viewers, which is why I urge you to go to the Infowars.com store right now and look at some of our terrific specials. Those who denigrate the nutraceuticals at InfoWars have no idea what they are talking about. As someone who has used alternative medicine, including acupuncture, Tai Chi, and natural herbology for over 40 years, I can tell you that the products at InfoWars are cutting edge. Why? Because we combine the very best of ancient Chinese herbology with really cutting edge nutraceutical new discoveries that are scientifically based to produce some of the most effective products in the country. Now, you can go to Whole Foods, there's no question, and you can buy products whose names sound like the things that we sell here. You will get less by volume, and you will get lower quality. I can tell you this from experience. I used to do it. So whether it is Super Male Vitality at 50% off, Survival Shield X3 at 50% off, or one that I have taken as at the recommendation of Owen Schroyer and had great success with, Bodies, which I think may be the single best turmeric product on the American market today. Turmeric has been used literally for centuries for muscle and joint pain to ease inflammation. So whether it is a job where you're on your feet, one of my granddaughters worked as a waitress. She complained about her legs and her feet hurting because of the long hours on her feet. I recommended Bodies, and she said, "Grandpa, this stuff is amazing. My pain was gone by the end of the day. I take it prophylactically, and I've had no more problem." There's a firsthand testimonial today at $29.97. That's more than 50% off, I believe. This is the example of the kind of products that you can get at InfoWars. And remember, this money doesn't go in Alex Jones's pocket. This money gets plowed back into InfoWars to help us fight the globalists and the fight against internet censorship. We rely completely and totally on you. Please give us your loyal patronage at Infowars.com. We will appreciate it. And as I often say, if you're not in the market for one of our great nutraceuticals, take a look at my book, Stone's Rules. Stone's Rules is a manifesto for victory, available now at the Infowars.com site at a very special price. And in a special offering that we have only for InfoWarriors and those who buy on the site, if you buy my new book, Stone's Rules, at the Infowars.com site, and if you mail it to me, I will gladly personalize it, sign it, and mail it back to you at my own expense. Now, I know some people buy the book at Amazon or Barnes & Noble, and that's all fine. But this offer is only for those who buy either at the Stone Cold Truth site or at the InfoWars site. And there you see the address. Get your copy of Stone's Rules at the Infowars.com site and mail it to Roger Stone, P.O. Box 813450, Hollywood, Florida 33081, 3450 will get it to me. You can add 4429 Hollywood Boulevard as well, although it's not required. It will get to me, and I promise you I will sign it and turn it around. Make sure you put a note in the book to tell me who you want it signed to, or if there's any special occasion, an anniversary, a birthday, or whether you're just a veteran watcher of InfoWars, and it will be my pleasure to sign it and get it out the door to you immediately. This is just another great way that you can support the InfoWars. So please go to the InfoWars site right now. Some of you may have seen an assault on me in the national media when I settled a lawsuit against me for $100 million. I paid nothing. The suit was based around a news report that I made here at InfoWars. Now, I have reported over 200 stories, and as you saw earlier on the program, we have a track record of beating the mainstream media to a number of major stories. We told you the presidential National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, was leaving. He left shortly thereafter. We told you that General John Kelly was leaving. He left shortly thereafter. We told you Michael Cohen was going to turn rat, and he did. Those are just examples of the things that we predicted ahead of the mainstream media. Now, in this particular case, I had a report here in which a few minor facts were wrong. But in the settlement, I said that I have never reported anything on any platform, including InfoWars or Stone Cold Truth or any other platform, that I knew to be untrue at the time that I reported it. You see, what responsible journalists do when they make an error, major or minor, is they correct it and they retract, because sometimes your sources are wrong. And in this case, my source, who I identified in the settlement as Sam Nunberg, gave me research that was incorrect, an incorrect reading of a Federal Election Commission document and other incorrect minor details. I issued an apology, but I never said that I spread lies on InfoWars. Even though you can find that in dozens of headlines, that's not what the settlement says, and that's not what I said. So what was the purpose of this character assassination? Well, here I think you say it. Here's a story from yesterday that blows your mind. Let me rewrite this headline for you. Roger Stone not indicted today. No action taken against me, so it's news now when I'm not bogusly charged by the special counsel. This is meant to put additional pressure on me. The setup saying that I peddled lies on InfoWars, something I never said and have never done, was the setup for stories generated through an insidious campaign of distortion and lies and disinformation by Congressman Adam Schiff, the Schiff head himself, and his Sancho Panza, Congressman Eric Swalwell. These two continue to spread disinformation about me because, you see, they hide behind what we call congressional immunity. Let's run this little clip.
I think Roger Stone lied to our committee, and he had to send a number of letters amending his testimony. There are others like him. We just want to get those transcripts to Bob Mueller as soon as possible.
So why not sign the other bills, though, so some of these workers can get paid, the government
You think I should do that? No, do you think I should do that, John?
I mean, it's not for me to say.
I watch your one-sided reporting. Do you think I should do that? Hey, John. No, seriously, John, do you think I should just sign?
Well, the argument is...
Tell me.
Sign these bills that have nothing to do with border security.
Do you think I should just sign?
I'm saying that if you sign that, these workers can start getting paid, the government can start...
So you would do that if you were in my position, you'd do that?
I'm not in your position. I'm asking you if that's something you...
I'm asking you, would you do that if you were in my position? Because if you would do that, you should never be in this position. Because you'd never get anything done.
There's the Donald Trump that I love. That was the Donald Trump I didn't see last night. See, I thought the president was missing a certain spike, a certain spark, certain vitality that I know he possesses. And there you saw it. Feisty, in your face, sticking to his guns. That's the Donald Trump I love. Let's go back to Eric Swalwell for a second. No, I never amended my testimony. I sent 3 supplementations to my testimony. 1, I identified Randy Credico as the source who told me about the significance and the October timing of the WikiLeaks disclosures. I did that at the request of a majority of the committee. By the way, see the 30 pages of text messages that I released to the media proving that I was telling the truth. You won't find them at the Wall Street Journal or the Washington Post or the New York Times or Associated Press. I wonder why that is. Secondarily, I informed the committee that I was approached in May of 2016, prior to the time that the FBI says they opened their formal investigation into Donald Trump and Russian collusion, by a man who was indisputably an FBI informant, working for James Comey, a man who was only in the country on an informant's visa. And he attempted to compromise me and entrap Donald Trump. I turned him down flatly, but I informed the committee of that. And thirdly, I asked the committee to correct an error on their mistake, in which they said, in my iconic tweet, "The Podesta's time in the barrel will come," they omitted the word "the," trying to make it sound like I was talking about John Podesta, not two Podesta brothers. So I have just proven in a few short seconds that Eric Swalwell lies like a rug, and that I was the one telling the truth. I'm Roger Stone. This has been the Alex Jones Show. I'm great to have this opportunity to correct the record and ask you one more time. Go to the Infowars.com store now. Buy my book, Stone's Rules, or any of our great products. God will bless you for it.
We all know the importance of fish oils. While we are sure to provide them for ourselves, it's just as important to make sure your kids get their EPA and DHA too. Honor Roll is a powerful DHA fish oil formula for your child. Built from the ground up to support your child's development, this formula uses wild anchovy fish oil, ultra-purified krill oil, and wild salmon fish oil with vitamins to boost your child's mind and body. With this fish oil formula, you can support your child's optimal heart, joint, cognitive, and brain health while providing DHA, which has been shown to be essential for your child's brain growth spurts. Built on powerful ingredients with 580 milligrams of high DHA omega-3s, this formula is highly refined to eliminate nearly all heavy metals. If you're looking for a formula to help your child grow, look no further. Try Honor Roll from InfoWars Life at InfoWarsStore.com.